morning, everyone. I'm Vincent. Do you like movies? How often do you watch a movie? Have you watched any of these movies yet? You may find that all of these are the most popular movies in 2006. 16. What about TV series? Can you tell the differences between movies and TV series? Have you heard of the idea of watching TV series to learn English? If you have, what do you think? Well, as a big fan of TV series, I've benefited a lot from them. My English listening and speaking skills have improved considerably since I've developed the habit of watching TV series. Today, I'm here to convince you that watching TV series is one of the best ways to improve our English vocabulary capacity and to improve our English listening and speaking skills. Of course, what I'm going to talk about is limited to English TV series. I'll show why TV series is good for English learning by telling the difference between movies and TV series, identifying few of the characteristics of TV series, and explaining the idea of situation database. The following slides will show you posters of some of the most popular TV series of all time. If you find my speech convincing, you can pick one or two of them to enjoy for yourself. The length difference between movies and TV series is one of the most distinguishing features that nearly every viewer can identify. Example, micro movies. Most movies last for 1.5 hours to 3 hours. Because of the length limit of a movie, the entire plot is often condensed into 2 hours, which the audience would therefore have to pay careful attention to every detail of a movie. Otherwise, they could be easily losing track of the plot stream, which would result in the failed understanding of the movie. As a result, it would be unlikely for the audience to pay extra attention to whatever characters say. They would unconsciously pay more attention to the plot than to the language, especially when they like the movie very much. In comparison, most TV series do not require such an engagement to the plot. No matter about great epics or characters' everyday lives, most TV series plots are fairly distributed into each of their 40-minute episodes. Therefore, TV series are more predictable, and we can guess easily what's going to happen, and so it's easier for us to understand and follow the story. When we become frequent watchers of one TV series, we don't have to continuously get to know new or different characters or plots like we would have to in a movie. We will be able to guess more and understand what's being said through our background knowledge of the series. We'll improve our listening skills as we will be able to hear a variety of different accents. We'll also begin to understand and learn different cultural references that are made and feel more connected to the country and to the language. An episode of TV series usually lasts from 20 to 50 minutes. Compared to movies, TV series have relatively more interactions and conversations among characters, more often than not. As soon as characters in TV series meet each other, they begin to talk. In addition, there's more repetition of words and phrases in TV series, which will help us learn English more efficient. Furthermore, long takes that frequently appear in movies are unlikely to appear that often in the TV series due to the time limit of each episode. Directors cannot afford to lose the audience appetite just to include a number of scenes of mountains or rivers into a 40-minute episode. How many of you remember how exactly did you acquire the language of Chinese as your mother tongue? Well, when we were infants, adults kept talking to us, and we knew nothing at the time. All we did were listening, learning, and feeling. Our brains induced every situation we encountered, and now somehow we would say 傻眼 or 才怪 or 最好是 in certain situations. However, was there anyone teaching us to say those phrases? Of course not. They were results induced by our brains. Our brains create situation database for us. That's how we learn Chinese. Similarly, when we are watching TV series, we pay attention to characters' interactions, usages of phrases, and the way they deal with things different from the Taiwanese. The English we hear in series is more likely to be everyday English. In other words, it's more real. When we are watching TV series, it's just like we are infants who keep listening and learning. And meanwhile, our brain will create another situation database for English. When the database is big enough, we will feel more comfortable and confident using and speaking English. So next time when you are tired of studying for an exam and crave a short break, watch a 20-minute episode of a TV series. I'm sure you will be fully engaged in the plot in no time and will relieve your pressure immediately. And don't forget to turn off the subtitle and enjoy a journey of English. Thank you.